So if you're doing the X Scotia or X Lakes hike and fly events this year, we'll be using the Flymaster F6 tracker, which is what this is. It's a very robust device. It's got an upgraded battery that lasts 2 days or more, so it's perfect for hike and fly. It's a really reliable device, very hard wearing, and pretty much will work every time. Now, but if something goes wrong with this, or it's not switched on and it's not tracking, then we basically need to have some kind of backup device. We can provide a backup IGC file using XCTrack if you're on Android. Fly Sky High does a similar thing, but in terms of making the device record a continuous track rather than just when you're flying, you need to go into the preferences, click on automatic actions, and landing detection, switch from automatic to no detection. I usually switch the takeoff speed right down to 1 km/h as well, just to make sure. And that means that when you're walking around or even standing still or flying, it will record your track all the way through the entire day. So you can see it says takeoff there. So XCTrack is very good for that. I believe LiveTrack24 does a similar thing. So that will give you an IGC file, which you could then potentially submit to the judges for scoring if the main device failed. What you can also use is an Inreach Mini. Most competitions require that you have some kind of SATCOM device purely for safety, so we can track you and you can send SOS messages from literally anywhere in the world. But with the Inreach Mini, what you can do is go down to tracking, switch on the tracking. Now when you've switched on the tracking, you can then click on OK, go down to setup. Now I've set the interval. The tracking interval is 10 minutes, meaning that every 10 minutes your location will be sent up to the satellite system and down to your Inreach account. But also, if you go to logging, you want to set the logging interval to 1 second. So that means every second it's going to save your location on the device itself. So that doesn't get sent to the satellite just yet, but it's just an internal logging capability. So when you've finished tracking, it'll stop the tracking. Now eventually, in given time, the Inreach Mini will send that tracking log up to your account. And if you go up to your account on explore.garmin.com and go to the map, you can actually see the track log that you just did. This is one from last week, and if I zoom right in, you can see. If you zoom right in, you can see the track log. You can see all the various points, and as you zoom in further, you can see that the points go closer and closer, and they're actually 1 second tracking points. So basically, that is synced from this device to my account online, and then once it's on your Garmin account, you can then click on this button here, the export button, and you can export a GPX file. GPX or IGC is okay for scoring. We can use the GPX file, or at least convert it to an IGC. So there we go, GPX file, and that's it. So here I have the main device for tracking, phone as a backup, and the Inreach as a backup, and then you're completely covered. There you go. Thank you.